How's it going, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium, where I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a kind of a 3-for-1 video. I'll explain in a bit. The return of Xenoblade Chronicles. This is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3, as you can see here. Apparently, it's one song with different titles. I'm sure you will all explain. So the first song is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Drifting Soul. And then from 3, we have 2, which are called Kaleidoscopic Core and Nia Toward the Heavens. Apparently, again, all the same song. But this is a big request from a lot of people. That Great Guy 1, Ahmedsmthn, Ace Attorney Fan 621, and bumped up by Jasch, who bought me a Nintendo Switch. I still haven't got it yet, and who knows when I'll get it. But I think it came from me saying over and over in these videos that I've never owned a Nintendo console. So there you go, you have the secret, everybody. Just say you've never owned one on YouTube and someone will get it. I'm totally kidding. But big thank you to Jasch for getting me that. So that means I guess one day I'll have to check these out. But anyways, the music of Xenoblade Chronicles is fantastic, and it's never really let me down. I have no idea how I'm going to title this video because it's like 3 different song names. But either way, we're going to just check them all out. Let's start off with Drifting Soul. This is from channel Joe VGM. Let's go. Unmute the tab, Jesse. Unmute the tab. Drifting Soul.
Reaches out so far beyond what I can see. How far would I be walking till I reach the end of a path that's to be seen? I would keep thinking, questioning to myself, why do I have to walk this path? Oh, why? I can't seem to find the real meaning to this path that I take fate to accept, and my goal seems so far away. So tell me why I'm here and what's the reason I am here today. If I recall,
We gotta light up our lighters. Mine is empty, but I hear a duet.
I will keep moving on to find the answer to.
I hear 2 people.
I'm lost in search for you. I'm tired from the constant carry on, shouting that I can't see a way ahead.
Sounds like a song from like the
The words would fill the
late
mist
70s.
so gently in
type of ballad, at
the
least.
air, and it melts as time just passes by. When I look back,
Especially with that psychedelic
there is
guitar.
no trace of my path. I cannot find my way to the past, and it's just too late. Time has elapsed. There's only now that goes on here on out. My eyes see ahead. So tell me why I'm here and what's the reason I am here today.
Can you imagine if this was the first song I ever heard from Xenoblade Chronicles?
You wish that I would stay, no matter how much wind will blow against me. I will keep on. I will keep moving on to find the answer to. I'm lost in search for you.
I feel the presence of tears. Tears be flowing here.
When you stop and look ahead and face up to the blue above, the Jacob's ladder will come down and check me out. If I could climb
It actually sounds like
the top, would
a country song in general.
waiting at the top, will it mean I search no more? I'll try and reach for the ladder that's there. Far away the distance, I hear the voices. Was this what I've expected? Don't even know. Is this the real me I'd longed for? Wish that was the case. I know I'll let go of the ladder that's there. I'll start walking from this point on. I'm not here at all. I don't exist here at all.
It's a long song.
I gotta search for me. I wish that I'd find myself soon. I need to find myself,
There's a string section. Damn. That was a long note. All right, everybody, wipe your tears away, because we're gonna go right back into it, I guess. This is from channel Nintendo Melody. This one's called Kaleidoscopic Core. I'm assuming the leitmotif, but I guess we'll find out. It's another kind of a long one. Damn, it's gonna be a long video. Here we go. Kaleidoscopic Core. It's an interesting name. From Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Are we sure this is the same song? Yes. So it's like the battle motif? Also, I'm not sure the order of these. I just kind of picked them. Still have one more. There's one criticism I have of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Only 3. The bass is lower in this game than the other ones. Like, I can feel it and hear it a little bit, but it's like way back there. That's just a personal thing of mine. Other than that, the whole song sounds really full and well mixed. Like the drums sound perfect. They're not harsh or anything. Ooh, I love the tension here. Excuse me. Woo! I'm a fan of that instrument. You can see I always have one next to me at all times. Nice. Very nice. That was cool. Okay. So it seems like it's the same leitmotif. I feel like it's the same. I can't tell it because I just heard it for the first time, but it sounds like it. This is a very ambitious track. There's a lot going on. This is cool though. We got shredding. It's big. Maybe it might be more than a battle. It might be like boss. Like. This is fun. This is a fun song. Oh my god, almost 1 million views on this one? I didn't even see the views. What was the other one at? 4 million? What? What's the last one? 300,000? Holy crap! I underestimate Xenoblade Chronicles sometimes. There's a lot of talent here. This sounds like a jam. Literally. And it could have been, you know, when ideas run low and you just start playing with the band and then like, hey, what was that, you know? You can hear the bass right there, but drummer's going crazy the whole song. And the guitarist. And the violin players. Okay, finally, also from Nintendo Melody. This one's not as long. Nia Toward the Heavens, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This person's channel is like super like high quality. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh man. Reminds me of Christmas. I'm a fan of Christmas music. I like winter, stuff that reminds me of winter. I could just see snowfall and like kids building snowmen. Chestnuts. Oh man, that is... Same girl? The vocal control is insane. I feel like I should be sad right now. Jeez. I'm kind of like conflicted. I feel like I should be feeling a certain way, but I'm not because I'm not in that mood, right? So the whole thing seemed very solemn, but yet hopeful. Quite a bit of hopefulness, actually. The feeling was lower and a little sad, but the note choices and the music were a little more like ascending and hopeful and nice. So it was a little conflicting that. Meanwhile, like my mood is just blank, right? I always have like a blank slate when I listen to these. But as it was going on, I'm like, okay, well, something's going on, you know? First of all the names of these songs hint at some sort of event, right? We have Toward the Heavens, which was this one. The one before that was Kaleidoscopic Core. That one's a little more vague, but I still kind of put it together with the other ones. And then, of course, Drifting Soul. So they're all sort of kind of synonyms, I would assume, to be of end. You know, something I can't put exactly what I'm like thinking into words, but you probably know what I'm trying to get at. Especially if you play these games. I'm talking for someone who has no idea what's going on. But all three of them as well, as far as I can recall, two things. One, I'm not sure, maybe this might be the first time I heard vocals in Xenoblade. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'm like 80% sure on that. Maybe. But either way, I feel like this was the only Xenoblade Chronicles like series of songs I heard that were this type of energy. Most Xenoblade stuff, Chronicle stuff, excluding X, is really high energy, a lot of violins, a lot of like, yeah, type of attitude. But maybe they've all just been battle themes so far or something like that, but it's definitely nothing been like this. Then again, there's one song I really enjoyed called, I think it was Gower Plains, and that wasn't like anything either when I heard that. So the variety is quite vast. But I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've heard a ballad from Xenoblade. Maybe, again, I don't know. I've heard a lot of Xenoblade at this point. Not a lot, but enough to kind of be confused as to if I have heard something before. Let's start with the first one. Drifting Soul, which I'm assuming. Actually, no, I'm not assuming. But in this case, maybe the original version of the song. But that may not be because I know Xenoblade seems to recycle songs. So maybe it was in the first one and I just didn't get it requested. Piano heavy, which I really like. And pretty much the same feeling I got for the rest of them, but I started here with like, it's either like credits, something, you know, some turmoil, turning point of some, you know, just sadness, I guess, in general. Huge, again, emotional contrast to everything that I'm used to, right? Like I'm used to double bass drums, and it's, I feel like I've heard another ending credit song. Damn, I can't remember. But fantastic, you know, really, really good. The Kaleidoscopic Core, it's a great name, by the way. My favorite, one of my favorite things in the world are kaleidoscopes. So that's obviously like a metaphor of some kind, unless they mean quite literally a kaleidoscopic core. This one was probably the black sheep of the three. This one had the leitmotif, but now it's a lot more energetic, kind of more what I'm used to. So it sounded more like a battle theme. But then as the song went on and evolved, it felt more that it was an important battle theme, like a boss or something along those lines, not just like a generic fight going on. It was a very fun song. I wrote that. And fun is not a word I thought I was going to be using in this video, but it is fun. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like people were, like every player of the instrument was kind of going off and doing their own thing. And it was really cool. A lot of tension in this one, but it was like a fun tension. Also, I only wrote one like little complaint, and that was just the bass. That's just 3 in general. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the videos I've seen or heard. But the bass in 3 seems to be lackluster, whereas in the other games they've kind of stood out. So I don't know if that's just a 3 thing. Who knows? But really cool song, and more in line to what I'm used to. Not that that's any better or worse. It's just it felt more familiar. Like, oh yeah, there we go. Also, as far as the first one, I should have mentioned, I have no idea who the singer is. I didn't see it in the credits, so please let me know. And speaking of the vocalist, and the third one, which was Nia, Toward the Heavens, I feel like that sounded like her again, except this time there was no lyrics. It was just, you know, vowels being sung, which I love. And this one had a more of an operatic, is that a word? Operatic? Opera-like approach to it. Super ballad. Like the first one was a ballad, and this one was just like, oh, you know, like this is where tears are now happening. The violin is way more upfront, and honestly, her vocals were like incredible. There was that one note she held for a very long time, and the note never fluctuated up or down. There was no breathing in it. It was just the whole time. It's extremely hard to do, keeping a note in tune like that. And the only other thing, this was just totally like random, but I felt this, if I feel it, I'm going to say it, and it just reminded me of winter and nice Christmas time and all that. Maybe it's just because it's cold right now for me, but it's things like this always put me in kind of a really nice, gentle mood, and it makes me kind of sad. Not because of how it sounds per se, but it reminds me of my youth. And whenever something reminds me of my youth, I always kind of get a little like bummer, because I'm getting older, and we're all getting older. Like even you know, we're like the youngest we've ever been and the oldest we're at. So, you know, we're getting older every day. It sucks, I know, but you know, when I hear stuff like this, it really kind of brings me, the song really encapsulates how I feel during these types of songs, which is like joyous and like but also, damn, you know, this sucks. But it's like you're grateful as well. So funny how that works. Either way, obviously I have no context as to what's going on. They do sound, they wouldn't just send me all these for no reason. They do sound like they're connected, at least chord wise and motif wise. I don't know if they're actually connected as far as story per se, but I've never really done a game like this on the channel where they have like 3 different names, but they're all kind of the same idea. But alas, thanks to all the requesters again, that great guy, Ahmedsmthn, Ace Attorney Fan 621, and Jasch. And maybe someday, I'm not sure when, I'm not going to make any promises, but I will be owning a Nintendo Switch now at some point. So again, thank you to Xenoblade Chronicles fans are nuts, man. In a good way, but it's always been a good time. Everything I've ever heard from this crazy list of composers is wild stuff. So, whew, okay. XB2 and 3, good times as always. Still much more Xenoblade coming up. Of course, that doesn't seem to ever run out. I think there's... I underestimate how many songs are in these games. Anywho, see you all later. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy. Peace.